Hi everybody, welcome back to tnoozLIVE at the Aviation Festival, presented by JetBlue Technology Ventures and sponsored by Travel Air. And talking of JetBlue Technology Ventures, I'm delighted to have its president, Bonny Simi, here with me on the sofa to shoot the breeze about JetBlue Technology Ventures, which is an investment and incubator arm of JetBlue, the US airline that maybe people in the UK aren't as familiar with as people in the US, but it's a well-respected, successful carrier. So what was the motivation behind setting up a discrete innovation and investment arm under the JetBlue Technology Ventures banner?
When we started out at the very early stage. We did a program with Cockpit, which is an investment arm of El Al, and we did pre-seed. So basically that is our startups that have an idea but haven't gone to market or anything. We've decided to move up a little bit further along. So we do some seed investments, Series A, Series B. Let me explain what that is. So typically a seed investment will be when a company has a good idea and they're starting to do like a beta test, if you will. So they've got a minimum viable product and they want to test it out. That's what a seed investment. Yeah. Series A is now that minimum viable product is actually proving out. And so now they want to scale it to a broader audience, broader market. They want to go from a team size of maybe 5 or 6 to 20 or 30. So that's what a Series A. And that's really our sweet spot. So they've got a product, they need to do a little bit more market validation and we can provide that for them. Series B now is when the team might be they've grown to maybe 50 people. And now they want to do a mass market. And so that's where it's some larger money. They've proven the model, they're getting revenue, and so we'll go even as far as a B round. Okay.
So I mean, how many approaches do you get and how do you manage that internally?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, is it sort of cold calls? Do you go out and sort of actively engage with the startups? I mean, I'm just wondering how big the tray is on your desk.
We've really been on the forefront of, a lot of other companies and airlines are starting to get in this space, but we've really gotten great exposure in the startup community worldwide. So we're getting a startup outreach from, they come to us first, and what is happening, so we get it from other venture capitalists, so VCs who are not in travel, just regular financial VCs, the Sand Hill Road types, We get cold outreach, so just go to, startups go into our website, jetblueventures.com, and there's a button there that says, pitch here, and they submit their stuff. Okay. And we work with some universities, Stanford, Harvard, MIT, Columbia, Cornell. So there's the university piece, and then we're out. We have such an awesome team at JetBlue Ventures. So they're out in the community. We go to pitch competitions. So overall, the last 2 years we saw about 1,000 startups a year. This year we're on pace to see probably 2,500 startups. 2,500 startups.
And out of those 2,500, how many end up being welcomed into the JetBlue Technology Ventures family?
First of all, what's really important, and this is part of the JetBlue culture, is every startup that reaches out to us gets a response. That's not the case in for many ventures. So I have a team that kind of reviews it. We have some set theses and what we're looking for. And we have this funnel. So we might go from 2,500 to 1,000 that are actually, that 1,000 are in scope. And then the team will do some desktop research and such, and then they'll get it down to about 200. So about 200, 250. So about a tenth of the startups. Then we'll actually meet with, sit down with their pitch decks and discuss. And then we'll cut that down a little bit further, maybe to 50. And of those 50, then we'll go into much deeper due diligence. We'll go do a site visit, we'll meet with their team, we'll call their customers, and then we'll ultimately invest in maybe 10. So, but once they get to that 50 level, right, even though we're only going to invest in 10, part of it is also, remind you, JetBlue is a going company, and just because I'm not going to invest in a company doesn't mean they aren't a perfect fit for JetBlue. So maybe they aren't looking for, maybe their valuation is too high or too low or something. there's some reason that I'm not investing, but I will still introduce them to JetBlue. So I'll say for every every startup that we invest in, there's probably 2 that get an introduction to JetBlue, and they might get a commercial deal. So it's a good deal.
Can I just ask you, because you keep mentioning about your great team and the staff within JetBlue Technology Ventures, but I'm just wondering about the skill sets. I mean, are they just sort of number crunchers, or are they bigger picture guys and girls, operational people?
I will tell you, people say it's as hard to get hired at JetBlue as it is to get into Harvard or Stanford. It is even harder to get hired at JetBlue Technology Ventures. When we post a position, we get hundreds of applicants for one job. So we have a really robust team. So there's an investment team that primarily is out looking at it from the investment perspective. And most of them have finance backgrounds, but I won't say like spreadsheet number cruncher types. These are folks that'll go out to pitch competitions and able to assess how does a startup fit into our ecosystem. And then we have an operating side. So that's what's different about a corporate venture arm than a regular like a venture capitalist. So we invest, but then once we invest, we also want to bring them to JetBlue or our partner airlines. So we're building out a partner ecosystem for other airlines. So that team is the one that then introduces the startups, helps open the doors, and they have more of an airline background. So it's so I have Raj Singh, managing director, runs the investing team, and Amy Burr. And Raj comes from an investment background, a VC. He's a very experienced VC. And then Amy comes from the airline industry. She used to work at Virgin America actually, one of the founding members there. And so she's got 20 years of airline experience. So she helps on the operating side, and Raj does the investing side.
Okay, I mean that's fascinating. I mean I think we've come to the end of our allotted slot. Unfortunately, we could just keep talking, but. Thanks very much for making the time to join us.
Sure,
Thanks
and
for,
if people find it interesting, I'm going to make a big plug to go to jetblueventures.com, and you can learn all about our portfolio companies and our team and our philosophy.
And also any tnoozLIVE startup pitch participants, there's a pitch now button on the jetblueventures.com website. Okay, Bonny, Simi, President of JetBlue Ventures, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
This is Martin Cowan, Editorial Director of tnoozLIVE, signing off, but I'll be back shortly. Thank you very much.